Choosing college classes for the first time is a big decision, but it doesn't have to be a stressful one. Dr. Thomas Sneed explains what an academic advisor is and its purpose.
An academic advisor is someone that students can come to for advice and guidance. We're not going to tell you exactly what you need to do, but we're going to provide you with the tools to make the best decision for yourself. And that's in academics, that's in career. We try to help a little bit with life balance there. So we really do use it in I guess the term could be the holistic way of trying to help students to figure out what they want to do with their lives after college.
Dr. Sneed explains the process of getting an advisor.
With our incoming students, the first time in college students as we call them, those students are pretty much assigned an advisor based on the courses that they do in the student success courses. That's the EDUC, the HPRS, the LEAD, and the ENGR. Once that's complete, then a student is assigned an advisor based on what their program is or what their major is. I believe that's the direction that we're going to be moving to, starting possibly later in the fall or else in the spring of 2016. As of right now, it's kind of first come, first serve, except with the first time in college students. And so you may get anyone as you sign in to see an advisor. What I would encourage students is to stick with one advisor, work with that one advisor, but also don't be afraid to double check the advisor. If the advisor tells you this is what a certain institution is looking for, do your homework. We don't try to advise students wrongly, but sometimes we are human. Mistakes sometimes do happen. So make sure that you really go through, do your research, and help out the advisor too.
Dr. Sneed also explained how students should pick and manage classes.
During the regular session, depending on what term it is, we have the 16 weeks, we have the 12-week, and then we have the first 8-week and a second 8-week. If you're doing a full 16-week semester, which is the long semester, then I would say, and you're not working, then I would say go through and do possibly 4 classes, which would be 12 hours. That constitutes a full-time student. But of course, if you're working and you have life happening, as I tell students often during orientation, life does not stop simply because you go to school. Then maybe you should take less hours. So really think about that option when you're looking at how many hours or how many classes you do want to take. If you're doing a 8-week course, then possibly do 1 or 2 classes within an 8-week, because they're going to condense everything into that 8 weeks, and it can really, really push you if you have a lot going on outside.
Dr. Sneed finally explains how students should understand the process and progress of their academic studies.
It's very important. Students have to make sure that they understand what they need to take. Here, HCC is a community college, so we're looking at 60 hours for a 2-year degree. 60 hours equates to roughly 20 classes, taking 3 credit hours each time. So as you're going through and understanding that process, understand how many you're going to take in a semester. Understand that if you're taking 12 and 12 and you're trying to get your 60-hour degree and you take 12 and 12 over those 2 semesters or 4 semesters, you're at 48 hours. So it's going to take you 2.5 years to finish your degree. If you take that 1 additional class, then you can get out in 60 hours. If you can't get out in 4 semesters or 2 years, then understand that you're going to move a little bit slower, but you still have to maintain that progress. You still have to be able to take each one of those courses. We want to work together. We're not going to be your parents, if you will. We want you to work together with us so that we can come together and guide you in the right process. That's the whole process of academic advising.
For more information about academic advising at HCC, please visit their website at www.hccs.edu. Under the Information tab, click Students, then click on Academic Advising. For Stafford Magazine, I'm John Williams.